Hello, welcome to another video from me. It's been a tough week. Hope you're all doing well. Before I get into my stuff, hope you're all okay. Surviving the world and the stresses of it. So yeah, tough week. Just yesterday finished my 6th day in a row at work. Very busy. Manager left last week. So now we've got a new manager, so change, which I always struggle with. New ways of doing things, new processes, and as well, we are in the time of the year now where all the uni students are going off to uni, new ones and other ones returning and whatnot. And yeah, it's been very busy because we sell a lot of stuff, products for people like that, electrical products and kitchen items and all that stuff. So yeah, it's been very busy with uni students, very mentally draining and physically draining. And yeah, challenging, to say the least, challenging. But today is my day off and I also have tomorrow off. So hopefully a bit of time to recover. So in today's video, as you can probably tell from the thumbnail, old drinky demon came knocking. Don't worry, I didn't drink. But today's video will just be a little story about what led to him deciding to knock on my door, so to speak, metaphorical door of the mind. And then I'll give you a little story with pictures to illustrate kind of what happened. So it's a little bit of a story time. I hope you enjoy it. I have to say I enjoyed doing the drawings and they're quite therapeutic actually, because I drew him in all of them, the old drink demon, and yeah, it was good and I laughed quite a lot seeing him in his ridiculous form. So, cut to the chase. I've written it all down because the story is, I don't want to miss any bits out or skip over it, and I'll be speaking it, like narrating it, and then also doing his voice. So bear with me on that because I'm not very good at voices. If it annoys anybody, I'm sorry, or if you just find it ridiculous, I'm sorry. So I'll start off with the incident that happened that led to him arriving. So it was yesterday, which was my 6th day in a row. Stress levels very, very, very high. Dealing with lots of customers all week, lots of needy customers, customers trashing the shop, just no respect at all, of just ripping things off shelves, moving stuff about, knocking stuff over, just making a massive mess, just demanding attention constantly. And we're really short-staffed, so it's really hard to give everybody the time they deserve, as well as manning the tills, as well as doing all the list of jobs, as well as dealing with everything that's just going on. It's really, really, really difficult. So I had this customer that come in. It was a woman and her daughter. The daughter was going off to uni and she wanted me to unlock a knife for her because we have all our kitchen knives locked up in a cabinet. We have to, because it's the law. In my town, there's been stabbings over the last few years, quite recently, so they're quite hot now on knife crime, which is a good thing. And yeah, she wanted this knife unlocking from in the cabinet. And the first thing we ask, if we think that they might not be old enough to buy a knife because they have to be 18, is you ask for ID. So I asked her for ID. And she said, no, I don't have any ID. She said, I'm not even 18. And I said, oh, okay. Unfortunately, I can't sell you the knife, then, I'm afraid, because you have to be 18. And then her mum says, oh, it's okay. I'll buy it for her. And I had to explain to her, I can't, because I know that you're buying it for her and she is underage. So it's like, you know, I can't do that knowing that it's for her, which is our process of doing things. The daughter was very understanding. She was like, "Oh, okay. I didn't realize you had to be 18 to buy a knife," because she was from, I think she lives in France, or she lived in France, and then she came over. She spoke perfect English, but she said she didn't realize that the law was that. And then her mum said, "Oh, you know, this is ridiculous. It's just a knife." And I explained to her that it's the law, and I said, you know, we've had a lot of knife crime recently, and so we have to be really like hot on it. And I explained to her, you know, if for example you were a test purchaser, or there was a test purchaser in the store at the same time, and they saw me do this and give you this knife for this person that's underage, I could potentially go to prison, face an unlimited fine, and lose my job. I explained this to the lady, hoping that she would be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair enough then." But she actually just dismissed that, what I said, and said, "I don't care. How's my daughter gonna cut up her vegetables?" And I just kind of put my hands on my head, and I was just like, "Oh my God." And I said, "So you'd rather me potentially go to prison over your daughter being able to cut up her vegetables?" And she was just really dismissive and just like, "Oh, just get on and serve us. Just hurry up and serve us, will you?" And so I could feel myself inside raging, and like I said, the daughter was very understanding, she gave me really good eye contact, and I could see that she was very understanding, and she was just like, it's okay, it's okay. And it was her mum that was really, really dismissive and just not very pleasant at all. And I could just feel it just bubbling up inside me. I managed to serve her and get through the transaction. And then I served another couple of people, and I could just feel myself just getting more and more wound up and upset at what just happened. And so I called a colleague over and I said, "Can you just take over on the till for like 5-10 minutes while I just go outside and just calm down?" They're like, yeah, sure. And then jumped on, and I went outside and sat on the step, and yeah, just inside, I know I shouldn't have let it get to me, but I did. It was the end of a 6-day week, and my patience was just gone. It was just vanished. And I can take a lot, but then when I reach that certain point, that's it. My mind just kind of folds in on itself, and it's like, you can only take so much, can't you? You really can. You can only take so much. And so I sat down on the step, and I just had this overwhelming urge to drink. Like, it was so powerful. I was so consumed by it, and my thoughts were looping and going round and round and round, and I was thinking about just going somewhere and getting a drink, just downing a drink. That's all I wanted to do. That's all I could think about doing. And it was just so consuming. It was just so powerful. And yeah, and then I was thinking of all the going home and just getting absolutely wasted and just drinking all night and just forgetting all about it and forgetting about the day and everything, and it was so powerful. It was so powerful. And I was really, I was a bit scared. I was a bit scared because it was that powerful. It was like, shit, fuck. But I didn't. I sat with it on those steps, and I sat with those feelings, and I sat with those thoughts, and I sat with the emotions, and I let them ride out and let them play out. But for that 10 minutes that I was sat on that step, I was scared. I thought, oh God, this is it. This is going to break me. And there were so many things swirling around my head, so many emotions, so many memories, so many things, so just everything, just all at once, all there. But I got through it. I wrote it out. So I've kind of turned that 10 minutes into like a little story of kind of what my mind was going through, or how it felt afterwards. Because this little story that I'm going to read out is how it felt in those 10 minutes. It was just like I was just sat on a step for 10 minutes, but mentally and emotionally and all this stuff was kind of happening, and it was like it was happening in another dimension. Like, maybe it was, I don't know, an alternate dimension. Maybe there was a reality where I did cave in, and I did drink, and I did let it get to me, and I did fuck up, and then in that reality I'd have just carried on drinking, and that would have been disaster zone. But in this reality I didn't. But anyway, enough of my rambling, you kind of get the point. But anyway, I just wanted to do this story of the drink demon coming knocking, metaphorically, on the door of my mind. And you get pictures as well to illustrate. So I hope you enjoy. So yes, I go out to calm down, 10 minutes, faced with the overwhelming urge to drink. And then, as if by magic, he came calling. The drink demon came a-knocking. So you have to imagine all this now in your head. The pictures should help, so. Just get something ready. Bear with me a second. So, the drink demon came a-knocking. I heard his creepy melody coming down the road, blaring out of the speakers. It's quite creepy. It's very creepy. Just imagine someone turning up in your house, at your house, with that playing. So I looked out of the bedroom window and saw his horrible, rusty, brown van pull up outside my house. I knew it was him, as his van says, "Demon Drinks, here when you need us," on the side. He's obviously got a 24-hour delivery service. And this is what I'm greeted with when I look out of my bedroom window. There he is, pulled up in his horrible little rusty van, Demon Drinks on the side, just sitting in there, grinning at me. Although I'm in the bedroom window, so he can't actually see me. He's looking eye level. So he sat there for an uncomfortably long time, smiling and staring at my house. And then we get a close-up of him. That horrible face, man, and those eyes. Look at him, just looking at my house. Evil, evil creature. So he sat there smiling and staring at my house for an uncomfortably long amount of time. Very uncomfortably. Just not moving, just staring and grinning. He hopped out and scurried towards the back of his van. He seemed excited. He opened up the back door and rummaged around inside. I could hear bottles clanking. He pulled out a bag and then another. Then he slammed the door shut with his foot. There he is in the back of his van, still grinning at me and staring at my house, smiling and, yeah, with his little paper bags and bottles inside. He skipped his way up the garden path, bottles clanking, singing his song. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. You get the idea. He arrived at the front door. Then he knocked. Hey, friend. It's me. I thought we could hang out a little while. Haven't seen you in so long. I missed you. Did you miss me, friend? I stood motionless, trying not to make a sound. If I stay quiet, he'll leave eventually. He knocked again. Hey, friend. I got some of that fancy liquor that you like. It's your favorite. And he looks through the letterbox. Ooh, look at that motherfucker. Just imagine seeing that staring at you. I mean, I couldn't see it because I was up top floor in my bedroom looking out the window. But him peering through that, just imagine if you saw that looking at you through the bloody letterbox. Let me in, friend. Hey, friend. Let me in. We can sit and we can drink. I'll make all them troubles go away. I know you've been feeling a little bit off recently. Just let me in. After a few minutes of him pleading, please, friend, I miss you. Don't you miss me? He stopped. He kind of given up. He looked up to my bedroom window, grinning and staring. I stepped back so he couldn't see me. Look at how fucking pathetic he looks. With his little pen in his pocket. Absolute knobhead. I know you're in there, friend. Maybe next time, yeah? He walked back down the path, got back in his rust bucket van, and sped off down the road, creepy music playing as he left my village. So, that was my little story. I hope it wasn't too painful. But yeah, that's what, metaphorically, that was how my mind was working. It was like he was knocking on the door of my mind. He wanted to come in. He wanted to see me. He wanted to drink with me. He wanted me to have a drink. He wanted to give me his drinks. He needed a purpose in the world. a reason to drive his rust bucket van, 24-hour delivery service of alcohol. But metaphorically, I ignored him. He might have been aware that I was in the house, but I didn't answer the door. I didn't speak to him. And as I was sitting on that step and all this was going through my head, I didn't speak to him either. I didn't give him any power. I just sat with my feelings and my thoughts. I didn't speak back. I just observed them, just noticed them, and allowed them to happen, and allowed them to come, and allowed them to go. And just before I got up off the step, I was just like, there's no way I'm drinking tonight. There's no way I'm having a drink. There's no way. He can try all he wants, the pathetic little creature. Just pathetic, just disgusting little wormy man creature. He's not even a man, he's just a filthy worm. Just greasy and stinking and he's just horrible. And he can try as much as he wants. But yeah, I knew he'd come knocking eventually. I knew he'd be around again. I knew he'd try his luck. I suppose you can't blame him. It's the only way he gets his power is by feeding people alcohol and having them drink and ruin their lives. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that story and the pictures. I really enjoyed doing them. It was really funny drawing them, seeing how pathetic he was, and just yeah. That's about it really. I've got another video planned. I might do it tomorrow, I'm not sure. And it'll be about the reason why I started drinking and relying on alcohol and using it as a substitute for dealing with emotions and feelings and life in general. So look forward to that one. I've got to get it all in order and get all the bits down that I want to go through so it kind of makes sense and has some sort of structure to it. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.